Alright, today on the bench we've got the Kyosho Inferno Mp9. This is the tki4 V2 version. It is a nitro, basically racing buggy. This is the ready to run version of it, so it's not, if you're really serious into racing, you'd get the kit version and build it up yourself. But this is more of a close to a racing buggy that's ready to run. If you're not too serious, so you can obviously use this for bashing as well. It's not just a racing buggy. I haven't raced this one. I just got it just to use, just as almost not a basher, but not on a track. Quite a cool looking design on this. I do have the wheels off it because I've been storing it. That's how I store all my vehicles. The wheels and tyres that it comes with, these ones are brand new. These ones haven't been used. These are just Kyosho tyres. I don't know a whole lot about them. Flat design on the front of them, no spokes. They are vented, there is holes in the tyres. They do have foams in them, quite soft compound, but yeah, I don't know a whole lot about those tyres because I haven't used them. Quite a wild design on this, the paint job and the body, I reckon it actually looks quite cool. Very neon orange. It's got your like almost zebra looking paint job on the wing. They are stickers. Ke21 motor, quite a big motor, big block, a lot of power. This thing has a lot of power for a buggy. It is 1/8 scale, so everything's quite big on it. Fairly big oil tuned shocks. They are plastic body, I believe. They are metal body on these, sorry, with metal caps. They are adjustable with the collars. Quite chunky arms on these as well, all metal in here, big metal hexes, look like they might be 17mm. Does have a pull start. Exhaust pops through the side here, as you can see. It's got sway bars front and back, you can see down in here, and down in the back it also has sway bars as well. It's got these guards here for the suspension and drive line, stop the tyres from flicking too much crap in there. Metal drive line, front and rear and centre. You can see the cutout here in the body. I haven't done any of this. This is how it comes. They've made it so you can just pull up the fuel cap and refuel from without taking the body off, which is a good thing because this body is not the quickest thing to take on and off, especially trying to get this pull cord sticking out the way it is. It's I'd say it's a pain in the ass to get this body on and off. That's probably the thing I hate the most about the vehicle, is getting this body on and off. But the way they've designed the vehicle, if you don't have anything broken or need to do any maintenance on it, there's really no reason to take the body off. You can get the fuel in from here. You can access the motor to start it. The pull cord is sticking through the body. You can reach the on and off switch. You can do everything without removing the body. So I think that's the way it's designed to kind of be ran. But when you do need to take the body on and off, obviously you can. There's just a body pin here at the front and a body pin at the back, just the 2 pins, that's it, and the body will pop off. I'll take it off in a second and show you. I'll just turn it over and show you the bottom. It is a metal chassis. That's the box up in behind, you can see. Now I'll try and take this body off. It's a bit of a nightmare, especially with one hand. You kind of got to just, there you go, this is the body. It's quite a thin body. It's I don't think this would last too long if you're bashing it the way it is. I would be shoe going and drywall taping if I was going to be running this hard. As you can see on the inside, nice polished tuned pipe. This is what it comes with from the factory. Your huge Ke21 Kyosho motor, quite good motors. They run well, they tune well. I'm no expert on them. I'm not a racer or anything like that, but my experience with them, I'm quite happy with them. I've never had any dramas with them at all. You can see the fuel tank. They've got this bit of the profiled plastic part here on the top. The body kind of sits in it. You can see if you look at the box there, this area here, where it's squared off on the sort of the windscreen area, is where this sits. So it kind of sits on the body line to stop the body from crushing down. Quite a good idea. It's your carburetor in here. It is a slide carb. There would be an air filter sitting here. I just don't have it on at the moment. It's just got a piece of foam sitting there to stop crap from going down in it. They do have boxes. This is your battery box where you put the battery. There's a receiver up in here. Kyosho servos. It does have a disc brake in the center. Transmission, it is a single speed transmission in this, which is good. It's less things to go wrong. It does have a servo saver here. It is adjustable. You can thread it down, screw it, tighten, loosen it. Haven't had any dramas with that either. They are quite big bore shocks, but being a 1/8 vehicle, you kind of expect that. Like I said, it's more of a racing buggy for beginners, I would say. Being the ready to run, there's nothing you really need to add to it to get it out and use it on the track. But the more advanced competitive guys would never run a ready to run vehicle. They prefer to have a kit and run everything that they would prefer to run in it themselves. But for your average person that wants to start somewhere, you got to start somewhere. This is a pretty high performance kit to start off with. I definitely would have been happy starting with this when I first started racing as a kid. It's a pretty awesome kit. But if you want to buy it just to bash around in your backyard, you can absolutely do that. Nitro is really fun. It's a good thing to try. It's pretty rare these days. Not a lot of people run nitros. A lot of people don't like nitros, but a lot of people say they don't like nitros, but they've also never tried nitros. So until you've tried it, you don't really know. It's not as hard as you think. People make out like they're the hardest things ever. You watch a few videos on YouTube and learn a bit more about it and understand what the motor's doing. They're actually not that hard to keep running and keep tuning. You can find out a lot of information on YouTube these days on how to run a nitro motor. It's not as hard as you would think. And there's just something about the sound and the smell and just everything to do with nitro. It's just different to electric. Don't get me wrong, I love electric vehicles as well, but I also love my nitros. I'm not even going to attempt to try and put this body back on camera because it's just never going to happen with one hand because it's an absolute nightmare. But yeah, this is just a quick look on this Kyosho Inferno Mp9 tki4. This is the V2 version. I quite like it. It's just part of my collection. It's a vehicle I don't use too often, but it's here when I do want to use it. And yeah, just a quick look. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and if you want to know anything else, let me know and I can make more videos.